If you're looking for a car, either new or used right now, you need to stay to the end of this video, because in this video I'm gonna tell you why when buying a car, or sometimes just in general, you can't always go for something cheap. You can't always just buy something because it's the lowest price tag on it. You know, there's a lot more to these purchases than just the dollar value that's attached to it. And I'm gonna explain this more as we go throughout this video. But guys, if you're watching right now, thank you for tapping into the channel. Thank you for watching. Make sure y'all comment. Let me know what y'all think about the video. You know, like and subscribe. Welcome to Ziggy, where we do these little POVs. Every other day we posting a video talking about cars, how to buy better cars, better value cars, and just position yourself in the best way possible financially in our current economy. So if you're into that type of stuff, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I know I make a lot of videos talking about, you know, getting the best bang for your buck, and in a lot of cases when you think about those words, you think about the best price, the lowest price, something you walk away and you're like, yo, I paid $500 for this when it should have been $1,000. And that is good if the product is worth it. You got to look at, you know, quality over quantity. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that term before, but that just means, like, instead of just the amount of things, you got to look at the quality of it. You know, you can buy a cheap car that isn't worth the money. Not all cheap things are good, and if your mindset is only to get something that's cheap, then you're already looking at it from the wrong angle, guys. You know, when looking at a car, you can't just look at the cheapest car. If you go on Marketplace and you look up a 2010 Honda Civic and you put lowest price possible, I can guarantee like the first 10 of them that show up for the lowest price, they're probably not gonna be that good. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, not all cheap things are good, and a lot of cheap things are cheap for a reason. They're cheap because nobody would buy it if it was priced according to the market, because it's crappy, it's low quality, seats are ripped up, transmission is slipping, all these things. It wasn't properly maintained. It was just somebody's car that they beat up on, and now they're just trying to get rid of it real quick. You know, if somebody actually cared about this car and believed that they could get the proper market value for it, it would not be that priced. If you're going to buy a car and it's suspicious off the rip, the listing doesn't make sense, it's too cheap for what it is, it's too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, then in a lot of cases it is. It's too good to be true, y'all. And don't waste your time. Don't get scammed buying something, or let people sell you in the moment, talking about something, oh, you know, only this and this and this is wrong with it. The easiest thing a buyer can say in the moment, in the heat of the moment, when you're like, oh, like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Oh, I didn't think about fixing it because it's such an easy fix. You know, it's something that I don't really care about, But nah, that's dumb. If it's something you care about, then you need to get that sorted out. Whether you're gonna have that seller fix it before you buy it, you make an agreement like, all right, I'll buy it, but you gotta fix this first, or you're just gonna get a different car that doesn't have that problem. But don't stoop down to another person's level because they don't care about something, because that might be something that's annoying to fix. And I will give an example, because this happened to me, bro. When I bought this car, it had this rust spot still right above the windshield, and I remember in the moment we're all just like, ah, it's just a little rust spot. How hard can it be to fix? It's just a little, like, cars have rust all the time, typically on like the quarter panels, you know. But I'm like, ah, it's just a little rust spot, it ain't nothing big, brother. Oh my gosh, dude. I went to a couple shops, they're like, oh, we got to take out the whole windshield, and then when we fix it, we got to spray the whole part back. I'm thinking it's gonna be a quick little $100, $200. Like, bro, that's like a $600 job to get it properly fixed. So those are things you have to think about. You know, if you buy a car with a problem, and obviously this depends, right? Rust, that was a bad call on me, because rust spreads. Rust is not something you can just leave untreated and go about your day. It's gonna spread, and eventually you'll get to the point where it's gonna start leaking into the car, I'm assuming. So it's something that I have to tackle, I have to take care of, because I don't mind the looks of it. I don't care about aesthetics. I'm not an aesthetic person, but I mean, I don't want water coming in my car either. So it's something I have to take care of. So you gotta pick your fights, man. You know, maybe if it has rust spots on the windshield or something that's looking pretty extreme, you should probably get a different car. You know, get something that does not have those rust spots. That's what I would recommend off rip. because it's annoying. It's a pain in the butt to buy something and then you got to deal with somebody else's neglect. You don't want to be in that situation. It is not a fun chair to be in. I will say that, y'all. So just make sure when you're looking at cars, you're buying these cars, you make sure it's the best damn bang for your buck. And bang for your buck means that your investment is worth it. You're not just buying something that's cheap. You're not just looking at the dollar price. You're making sure that the car is actually worth what it is. You know, you can buy the cheapest car if you expect to get the cheapest car. What do I mean by that? If you're just buying a hunk of junk that you just want to drive it for like a couple weeks and then junk it or something like that, then by all means buy the cheapest possible car and do exactly that. You don't care about it breaking down or whatever. You just want something cheap to play around with. By all means, go for it. But if you want a quality used car, sometimes you gotta pay a little bit more to get that quality, especially depending on your market. You know, I wanted to go to this Burger King, but we gonna go to another one. We're not going to this one, y'all, because yo, they said they got the new Whopper, and I want to try out the new Whopper. Actually, I probably should have went there, but we going to the Burger King around there. I'm gonna yap with y'all for a little bit, man, because we got some stuff we gotta talk. We haven't talked like this for a minute. I make these videos and I'm all serious and I'm all, you gotta get a used car, it's this and that, like there's more to Josh than just that. And in today's video, we're gonna get a little mukbang at the end. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you stay along, man. And we about to order this Whopper because they said they changed it up. I don't know if y'all see the beef online with McDonald's and Wendy's. They said they changed it up, so we gonna see what's up. But not to stray too far from the topic, y'all. And you know, it goes for a lot of things, not just cars, but in life. You know, you never want to be the person that just cheaps out. And a lot of people confuse being cheap with being financially responsible. And sometimes being cheap can cost you more. That's just the reality of things, you know? They say buy it right or buy it twice. Some things you gotta just spend a little bit more money and get the actual value out of it instead of just constantly buying cheap things. I was once somebody that I cheaped out on a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't like spending money, but the older I get, the more I realize that, you know, sometimes you pay for convenience. Sometimes you got to spend a little bit more for peace of mind. And we got to get around this little U-Haul right here. Little downshift. You know, being cheap comes with headaches. And I don't like headaches, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell already by these videos and by the things I preach. I do not like headaches. I do not like worrying about stuff, especially when I know I could have spent a little bit more money and not have to deal with it. And what are headaches? Headaches means, like, I've been honest in this video, well, in videos in general, like if I were to buy a car again, a TSX, I don't regret the experiences I went through with this car because I learned a lot. But if I was gonna buy another TSX, I would buy a better one. I would have saved up a little bit more, put $1,000 or $2,000 more, and got something proper that wouldn't have gave me the headaches. I wouldn't have rust that I got to worry about. You know what I mean? Buy something that I wouldn't have to change the clutch so quickly. Something I could have enjoyed out the box. Like, I don't care about all the things I did to this car, but I would have rather not have been forced to do it, if that makes sense. Like, I guess that's the difference. There's a difference between like doing car upgrades or car work because you want to do it. Like, I want to put coilovers on my car, or I want to change the clutch and get a better clutch. And there's a difference between that and I have to change the clutch because my car won't go into gear. I have no choice. Even though this is not the best time to be out of my car for a couple of days or the best time to spend $1,500 on a clutch job, I have no choice because I got to do this to keep my car running because I have things to do with my car. You know, that's the difference. So I would have just spent a little bit more money for that convenience. And I think in a lot of situations, you know, a lot of people get in those predicaments where it's like, bro, you know, you bought the cheaper option, but maybe spending a little bit more money wasn't a bad idea, you know? So that's really all this video is gonna come down to. I'm surprised we got around here this quick. Like, normally it takes a while to get around here. For those people in Jersey that be around here on Route 22, you know what I'm talking about, bro. That traffic be picking up, but I got a different work schedule, so I be getting out a little bit early. Right now it's what is it, 2:20, and I should have been around here earlier, but man, it took a little while to get out of the job site, so it is what it is. I ain't complaining about it, but I think I'm gonna be able to try this burger and also get back home before the heat of traffic. We'll see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I ain't trying to jinx nothing. Woo! Damn, Burger King, what's up with that pothole? That shit was a crater, bruh. This is like weird because I don't feel awkward with the hat mount on. Just maturing in life. Thank you. Can I get barbecue sauce, please? But thank you. We got the goods. And we gonna hit this empty parking lot that's like right up the street and devour this thing, bro. Show y'all what's up. Oh. Let's go, get over there. Nice little calm 2-lane switcherooski. Y'all see what's up, man. We out here just recording everything at this point. I'm about to do a day in the life of Ziggy Wick one day, and I'm just gonna keep the hat man on for 24 hours. Actually, we're going right here. Ooh, y'all see them potholes, bro? Yo, people that are exiting off 22, and these are for people on 22, but also any other highway that has exits. If you're getting off the highway and you're not using the emergency lane to get off, you're a bot. I'm saying it right there. Fair and square, you're a bot, bro. There's no way that you think it's better to hog the lane and slow down on a highway versus take an emergency lane. You're a bot. You need to go back to driving school and learn how to drive and get a license again, because that makes no sense to me. And I don't understand how anybody could argue that in the comments. There's no explanation to that. Like, you just need to learn how to drive, bro. And I know a lot of people just click on this for the first half of the video. For those who are staying this far, thank you. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, I was a fan of McDonald's, and then they be saying like they be chopping up human meat and stuff, and like it's like what % human stuff, and I don't know, it'd be conspiracy theories, but everybody can't be lying about one company. Like, nobody says it as much as about other fast food companies than they do as McDonald's, and everybody can't be lying. So I'm like, nah, no more. I don't lose nothing from eating there, not eating there anyway, so it's like, you know what I mean? Yo, this is big, bruh. Bro, my hand, this is my phone. I have the 17 Pro Max. This is the phone. This is a big box. What the hell? Yo, it looks exactly like it does on the pictures. That's tough. Y'all getting this mukbang? Alright. Tough, tough. It's looking good so far. Let's take a bite. Let's take a bite, innit? Gotta get this wrapper down, man. Golly. They did this too good. I ain't gonna lie, it tastes good. I've always been a Burger King fan because I remember, like, I feel like they're, like, meat. They had like an advertisement or something where it's like, or somebody did a research thing where it's like Burger King's meat was the only one that molded and rotted, and McDonald's and them, like, there should just stay because it's like full of preservatives. It's like fake meat. But I mean, shit, it tastes like a Whopper. If you're somebody that's eating this a lot, you need to cut it out. Like, obviously this is something that you eat in portions, like, you know, here and there. This is not an everyday meal. You should never be eating any type of fast food every single day. That's bad for you. Hold yourself to a high standard. That's something that I fail to do a lot of the times, and I beat myself up for it. Like, I'll fold to like sugary stuff. I have a sweet tooth. I'll eat a bunch of candy, a bunch of junk. And there was one time where I ate a lot of McDonald's, and like the people around me know, and they would tell me like, yo, you gotta chill, bro. You can't be eating it that much. And I don't know, like, it just hit. One day I was going after work to McDonald's, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, this stuff is not good for me. This is not what I should be eating right now. As a hardworking man that's working like a physical job, like, my body needs actual food, actual nutrients that, you know what I mean, can keep me going. And then I'm wondering why I'm always tired or have low energy, because I'm eating this garbage all the time. So like, now I don't feel bad eating this, because I can't even tell the last time like I went to a fast food chain or something like that. Like, I ain't acting like I'm a year strong. It's probably been like a week or two. but that's better than a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? So moderation is key. Let's see what the fries. And I'm not drinking all this. You should never be drinking all this soda. That's too much sugar. I take whatever sips I need to take, and I throw the rest out the window, so my body has no chance to convince me. Because if I leave it in the car, I'm gonna sip and I'm gonna finish it. So that's my hack. I can't finish it if I throw it on the ground, and I mean, it's not littering, it's liquid. It's just gonna evaporate, you know what I mean? So my friend is weird. He eats fries first and then he eats the meal. I feel like the fries are the cheapest thing on the plate. So why would I fill myself up with the cheapest thing? Like, I'd rather not finish the fries than not finish my meal. Like, it costs them nothing to make these fries, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm already full. That was a crazy sandwich. I could literally drink all of this, bro. But this stuff is not good for you. Your future self would thank you. By not, you know what I mean? Everything matters, bro. It don't matter if you drank yesterday. It's not too late to make small changes. Everything adds up. Obviously throw that out when you get to like somewhere where you can throw it out, and don't litter it. But the juice, bro, that had to go. I gotta be responsible with myself, because y'all, older you get, the harder it is to curb things, especially when you got diseases and stuff, you know what I mean? Then you're gonna be like, yo, if I had known. Nah, man, I know now, and I won't make that decision, you know what I mean? Well, guys, we're in the crib, as you can tell, not in the car. I didn't notice, but the camera actually died right after this clip because it overheated or something like that, and I noticed too late. So guys, make sure y'all buy TSX and travel. I just woke up. Be safe out there. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what y'all think about the video. And if you're buying something, do not cheap out. Buy for quality, not for price. Be good, guys. Peace.